that reach out to hold me in the evening when the day was through. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
Do you know what this is? This is a 1930s Wally Frank Scotland Yard briar pipe. I purchased this back in about July or August of 2022. This was during a big transition period in my life where I was moving from Huntington, West Virginia, back to living here where I was born and raised, because this was my home. I missed it terribly. And it was very difficult to be able to visit my father because of the way the rinky-dink airport at in Huntington, West Virginia, called Huntington Tri-State, only had two airlines to choose from, and when the flights would arrive and when the flights would depart would be not as frequent as the airports like LAX, Denver International Airport, Chicago O'Hare, New York, LaGuardia, and the other one that's in New York City, and Newark, New Jersey. I did quite a cleaning job on this pipe when I got it. I did more than just scrub away with a bunch of bristled pipe cleaners in the shank and in here. I reamed out the bowl. Let me get this thing going a little bit before I say anything further. And I took the stem out. When it's hot, when it's warm like this, you got to do this very gently. And I cleaned away in here. What I did was I just pulled off a bit of fine grit steel wool and just kept going like this to get it all out of there, because there was a whole lot of crud built up in there. And then I took some Q-tips and this moisture reservoir that's in here, and it doesn't go pointing like this, it's tilted back, to create a reservoir. And I just went in like this with the Q-tips, and I just did both sides over and over and over and over. I didn't do just one little thing and then throw it away. I get both sides, and I just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. So many times I can't even begin to count. And then I let the pipe soak. And then I did a little more cleaning. And then I let it sit for at least a few hours, at least 3. Maybe longer than that, like 4 to 5 hours. And then I smoked it for a while, and then the next day, after I cleaned it out, I cleaned away in there again. And again. Excuse me. I just love this coffee mug, don't you? Hopefully I'll be able to start ordering a lot of like a dozen or 20 and start selling these through a link that would be on my YouTube channel. Now, who that link will be through, it might be through Spring, or it might be through Spreadshirt or something else. I'm going to have to keep researching that, because I don't just want to sit here and puff my pipe and have fun. I really want to reach a lot of people. I do love this Zippo pipe, or Zippo lighter, this Zippo lighter. And here is Benjamin Franklin, and here is the $100 bill. I know there's a little bit of a light glare that distorts it a little bit, but that's the best I can do. And the tobacco blend that I'm smoking is McBaron Golden Extra. And how I got that, I'm not allowed to tell anybody. All I can say is it is a avid YouTube creator. He gave this to me as a gift. It was his idea, not mine. And if anyone is curious or inquisitive to know whether I will be moving to Oil City, Pennsylvania, Venango County, nope, I'm not going to do it. It's way too much of a hassle. And even though I've been paying my bills, there's been a few I've been a little bit late on, and the mortgage companies are just saying, no. You pay exactly on time for a year, then try me again. That's the way it is. My credit score is above 590, but is it in the 800s? Unfortunately not. And that song that I was playing before I started speaking, in case anyone does not know, it is Summer Breeze by Seals and Croft. The two men are Jim Seals, and I think his first name is pronounced, this is how he prefers to be called, Dash Croft. And these are people who were born, I think, in the South, both of them. But I will have to double check that. I may not be sure on that. In fact, why don't I pause and I'll do a little bit of a reference check here really quick. Okay. I have verified that Jim Seals and Dash Crofts were both born in the state of Texas. Seals was born in Sydney in 1942, and then he passed away. He passed away June 6th of 2022, and I remember getting word of it on my smartphone about that he passed away, and I definitely felt sad. He was about 79 or 80 years old. Let me look at this really quick, because I can't show this on the camera because I might get a pretty serious warning from YouTube about that. Okay. Excuse me just a minute. Okay. It clearly states that Seals was, he had a stroke in 2017, and after a long illness, he died at his home in Nashville, Tennessee on June 6, 2022, and I was correct. He was age 79 when he passed away. Okay, now, James Eugene Seals was James's full name, or Jim Seals, something like that. Dash Crofts, not Croft, was born August 14th, 1940. He's still alive and kicking. And his actual full name was Darrell George Dash Crofts. And that would make him about 83 years old now. And the songs that Seals and Crofts are most famous for are Summer Breeze, Diamond Girl. I love Diamond Girl, one of my favorites. Get Closer, that's also a really good one. And another one, I believe the title is I'll Play For You. Play. And the younger brother of James Seals is England Dan Seals, a singer-songwriter. And I will take a look here to see if he is still alive. Quite unfortunately, Dan Wayland Seals, or England Dan, is no longer with us. Dan Seals was the youngest of the three. He was born February 8th, 1948. He was born February 8th, 1948, like I've said before. He passed away on March 25th, 2009. And he was with a band that was quite good. England Dan and John Ford Coley, Coley. And England Dan and John Ford had some really good songs. Okay. I love that song. I've loved this since I was a 6-year-old kid of England Dan and John Ford. I'd really love to see you tonight. Dun 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 dun. Roughly about like that. And Nights Are Forever Without You. Oh man, that one's good. In fact, I've liked that one longer. Because in 1976, when I was just a little 3-year-old whippersnapper, I loved listening to that song when I was in my dad's GMC pickup truck that had a big diesel engine in it. It was in the GMC engine, diesel engine I'm referring to, was a really powerful 478 cubic inch V6 Toro float diesel that was powerful. Oh yeah, and Love Is the Answer, 78. And I love that song too. Yeah. England Dan and John Ford were two really cool guys. I'd love to meet Cooley if I still can. I'm gonna take a look at him. Yep, I can still meet him. John Ford was the same age as England Dan, and he was born October 13th, 1948. He was a trained pianist, guitarist, and an actor. And he would be roughly about 74 years old now. Yeah, roughly about 75. In fact, I'm going to double, yeah, I was right. 75. It says so on his profile. Okay, let me take a look here at his profile and see if I can find some acting he has done under discography. Well, I can't find anything about his acting, just about his the albums he's been on, solo and otherwise. So I don't know what acting he's been, John Ford has been in. I don't know. And even though I cannot do a video about this one this time, let me go get the nice pipe that I have just bought, and I'll display that one too. Ta-da! This is a GBD Prehistoric. And I believe this is a silver band, not a nickel band. And here is a close-up of the stem on both sides. Yep. And I will be doing a video about that one on the next YouTube vlog. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get the cat to come up here. And there is my kitty, Isabella. And here's a real close-up of my face with my nice newsboy hat. There we are. I know part of her face is missing because I decided to use the device that I was using before I got the tripod. And it's the cell phone easel mount. Yep, that's the best I can do. But I think you can see her just fine. Okay, let me try to lower this down just a little bit more. Oh, that don't do no good. For crying out loud. Oh, goodness. There's a good shot of her. Hi, kitty. Hi, sweetie. You're my lovable little kitty, Isabella the cat. Yes, I love you so much. You're on YouTube. Did you know that? Yeah. You're on YouTube being petted. This is your chance to be seen by millions and millions and millions of people. Millions and millions and millions. Yeah. Well, I took away the pipe because it was just, I'll have to lean back here a little bit. Ooh. There. I took the pipe out of my mouth because it was just getting too hard to keep lit, so I just took it out. And decided, well, enough is enough. When a pipe doesn't want to be lit anymore, it's time to just put it down. Let me get this nice device out here and see if I can find out something on the cat. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a magnification of your face. Oh, you look even prettier. Look at you. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is a good magnifying glass I got at Dollar Tree for $1. How about that? Yeah. And she don't show up. Oop. Oh my God. Don't do this to me again. Okay. There, that's the best I can do. There. I moved it that direction because I am just so sick and tired of seeing the air conditioner in the background, causing a little bit of a distraction and making this nice shading look not as presentable as it is. You're a good kitty. Yep, I know it doesn't show up on the camera, but she is just loving being petted. She loves it. Oh, here's something I can show. Let me get this turned right side up. Here we go. That's what the bottom half of the Zippo lighter looks like. Yep, I sure do like this baby. Oh, now the cat jumped off and she's over at the scratch box. Oh, now she's wandering around the apartment. I think I can. Whoop. There she is. There you are, kitty. There you are, kitty. There you are in living color. You're a neat kitty cat. Oh, you want to go get your snack, huh? Okay. Enjoy. Okay, I am back now. There. Well, I've said this before, but I've been smoking a pipe since 1991. The very, very, very first pipe I bought was a Dr. GRABOW corncob that I got at a Walgreens store that was at the old, the original Southglenn Mall, before that mall got completely torn down, with the exception of the two anchor stores, which would be what's now Macy's, then it was Foley's, and the Sears store. The Sears store is closed down. I was down there about 9 months to a year ago. It's vacant, and so is, quite unfortunately, the Macy's store. Yeah, but there's a lot of good things to do in there. Even though it's been totally redesigned, and it's now Streets of Southglenn. It's a nice outdoor mall, because nowadays, with the exception of a few indoor malls, outdoor malls is the in thing nowadays. All the outdoor malls are abandoned, and demolition of a big mall is going to take it's going to cost, as far as what it's going to cost, it's going to cost a whole lot more than $10,000. We're talking over $2 million. I'm not joking, over $2 million. It's quite a expensive endeavor to do, because it's more than just tearing it down itself. There's the landfill costs. There's the permits you have to pay for. There's the people that you have to pay to do the job. There's probably insurance fees, so that someone gets medical care and coverage if they get badly hurt. All kinds of costs involved in demolishing a mall. It's not some itty bitty little house that is less than 1,000 square feet. It's tens of thousands of square feet, and in some cases more than hundreds of thousands of square feet, depending on how big the indoor mall is. And it's quite expensive. I mean, even nowadays, versus the way earnings were and national economy and earnings were 40, 50 years ago, $3 million is still pretty expensive. So is $2 million. So is $1 million. So is $500,000. Yep. Yep. Even the richest of the rich, that's still a hell of a lot of money to spend. Well, I think that's about all I would want to talk about on this video. And I would like everybody to subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell as many people as you can about my YouTube channel. And here's another thing that I'd like to discuss. I do have 3 different videos on TikTok. Now, the exact URL for TikTok I do not have memorized. but it is there and it's post April 6th. So please view me on TikTok. Thank you very much, everyone. And have a good day. And I hope everybody tomorrow on November 11th has a very good Veterans Day celebration. And I appreciate all the military personnel and all the people who served in the military and the armed forces. Thank you, everyone, and good night.